Well, hello on this Wednesday, another day with air quality issues. Most of Minnesota in the gray. That's air quality alerts still through tomorrow morning. And we're not at ideal conditions. Moderate air quality, we're in the yellow range, which is not nearly what it should be, but better than what it was yesterday evening when we were in the red range when it was much more severe. In fact, that was the peak of our lowest air quality of the whole summer yesterday. You can see that spike yesterday, and you really noticed it even here in the Twin Cities, but many areas. And the culprit, these fires that have been going in Western Ontario, Eastern Manitoba, for really since the beginning of June, once our heat wave started back in early June. Those fires erupted and they've been going ever since, mainly pushing smoke above us in the upper atmosphere, but sometimes we are getting it in the lower atmosphere. When that happens, that's when the air quality becomes an issue, of course, when we breathe. And again, we're at a moderate air quality here now. That could change and go back and forth through the day, but to the north and west, it's still severe in some spots. Fargo, in fact, red, and then up towards Winnipeg, Grand Forks, also in that severe category. So they're about at 150 to 160 particles compared to where we want it to be in green, 30 or less. So you can imagine quadruple or even more the amount of stuff, that particulate from smoke, from all that burning that is in the atmosphere. And we're not alone. A lot of yellow sensors across the central part of the country, that smoke extent really out there in a ways. The Northeast also, and it is reaching Europe even. Yeah, Greenland seeing some smoke, Iceland, but also the coastal areas of Spain. It's getting wrapped into a storm system in the Atlantic. So they're seeing some of our smoke. Now there is a bit of a pattern change here. That high pressure that, air flows outward clockwise from high pressure was pushing the smoke literally right over the fires into us. It was just the perfect alignment, but now that's drifting off to the east. Low pressure to the west is going to allow a southerly flow to develop. There's still smoke to our south left from that, but at least it's spread out a little bit more. And the longer we're in that southerly flow over the next couple days, that'll allow things to improve here in the lower atmosphere. So expect those southerly winds to pick up here in blue. These are those higher wind speeds coming in, especially into tomorrow. So things should improve as far as the air quality goes. And our smoke forecast shows that too. This is forecasting where the thickest areas of smoke are, should diminish here. But as long as things are hot and dry and those fires are burning, which probably is going to be a while, we do have that potential for this to happen again, this scenario. But there are more clouds around today too, giving us a bit of a break from the hottest conditions. We hit 90 the last 2 days. Today, probably just below it. And tomorrow, possibly also, if we have a lot of this cloud debris around again, which I think is a possibility, especially if we can get some thunderstorms to develop tonight. Very isolated showers or a thunderstorm this evening, and some clusters of isolated pockets again tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow morning, maybe a shower around. Again, these are very isolated. Don't depend on them. Don't cancel any plans over them. But there are going to be a couple around. And then late tomorrow, maybe some too. But the best chance over the next several days of really any rainfall for us or any more widespread activity comes late Friday. Thunderstorms develop to the northwest, push in here if they can hold together Friday night. So Friday night, I think during the day will be dry here, but Friday night's that possibility. Phoenix, Arizona, they're going to get a lot more rain than us. It's the monsoon season really going here in earnest. 4 to 6 inches of rain over parts of the southwest. This is a normal scenario as things really heat up in the summer. It's so intense, that heat, and consistent, that air kind of gets sucked in like low pressure into the desert southwest. Just that increase in humidity allows some thunderstorms to develop. This is when they get flash flooding though, mudslides, and also those haboobs, those dust storms that can develop. So it's an active time of year in the southwest. The heat is sticking around for us too. Pretty warm pattern right through next week. In fact, we could see our hottest temperatures yet. It's possible. Models regroup the center of the heat dome very close to us middle of next week. If that happens, we could be looking at some very extreme temperatures. So enjoy the bit of a break from the hottest stuff today and tomorrow, because the 90s are back Friday into the weekend. And probably much of next week. Again, we'll have to watch the early and middle part of next week, particularly if that core of the heat is closer to us. It could be pretty hot around here. So hunker down. The heat is not going anywhere anytime soon.